Hello, Aries, and welcome back. So, getting into your extended reading, um, it's very bizarre. It's like I don't know where to start, and I think that that might be like where you're either not necessarily where you are at right now, because it's kind of showing up as the Six of Cups, which talks about a previous energy, so it's the energy of the past, but it's kind of like telling me that this feeling of not knowing where to start is kind of where you were at before this idea or epiphany came in for you. So it's like you were struggling with that. You were struggling with, not knowing where to start and everything. And it kind of, what it did for you was it forced you into a space where you had to, I mean, this is quite literally like going within. So it forced you into this four of swords space. Um, and it's like it made you focus on like that feeling for you of not knowing where to start made you focus on finding like that sword, that truth, right? That thing for you that is confirming that it is yours. Like, I don't know how am I trying to explain this. It's kind of like, for instance, if you're in a space where you don't know where your it's almost like you don't know where your beginning is, and you get a lot of other people's ideas or information about, like, oh well, this is how I did it when I was in that situation, or this is the path that you should take. It's like all of that other information is like it's clouding your lens on on the way that you would like to proceed, on the way that you would like to move forward. Because you see how it's like, even in the introspection, it's you're still kind of, there's like a glaze or something over your vision that is causing you to kind of, it's like you're not seeing the full like colored image type of thing. It's talking about, this is really weird. I'm getting an imagery of like of changing ink cartridges and stuff on a printer. Okay. So what is that referring to? It's like, okay, that's what it is. It's like if you had been listening to like somebody else's advice or suggestions, this can be like advice, right? um what it didn't have, like the pizzazz that is you, Aries, in it. It's like that color that is Aries was missing from the printer, right? So it's kind of like it's not going to stick with you because it doesn't, well, because it's that person's way, it's not your way, right? And that's kind of what this is talking about. So you go into this introspection where you're trying to find your path. That's what this is talking about. You're trying to find your path. That's what this is talking about. You're trying to find your true path. And your first inclination when you go into that introspective space is that you want to kind of look into the past. There's an inclination that you want to look into the past to see if it has any clues as to where you're supposed to go. I'm just noticing here that there are in this here in the Six of Cups, there's these three flowers, and this one they're already in the cup. It's kind of talking about that. Wait, there we go. The four of swords. It's like if these flowers were all of the swords, it's like everything's in a row, but So it's like you're trying to look into the past and connect. It's like connecting the dots, if you will. Connecting you, it's like you're inclined to go into the past, connect the dots, and there's something about that, whatever information is back there, right? Because he's trying to put this flower in the cup, is it's going to either it's like it's going to show you the way forward. What I'm seeing here though is that so there's this Hierophant, right? There's this Hierophant that is coming out next, okay? And what the message that's coming from this is that it's actually like like not that way. What is that from? That's from a movie. Hang on. It's from Jurassic Park. Isn't that, what is his name? I can't remember what his name is. He was the one who like put the, oh God, what was that? He put like a virus or something on some computer, and it like redirected them, or it caused like the mainframe to shut down. Oh my God. Right, that's what I'm getting from this. It's like like don't look in that direction, because that's interesting. Weren't they trying to figure out what the password was or something? I can't remember what it was, but essentially what he's saying is like that looking in that direction is, there's something about looking in that direction that's not going to give you the answer that you're looking for. You gotta, it's not in the past, or it's not in something that you've done before. Because weren't we talking about how you might have followed your passions before, and it led you down, certain areas where it's like it wasn't sticking to you. And so now you're kind of starting over, and because you don't want to repeat, that's what it is. You don't want to repeat the past. You need, you're like devising a plan. Because you don't want to repeat the past, you're devising a plan as to how to move forward. There's something about this, like before it was, it's like you were focused on finding the answers in the past, or you're using the same like introspective tool to move you forward. And this Hierophant is coming in as kind of like a redirection. The Hierophant is coming through as wanting to redirect you from that focus. And this Four of Swords is coming just below the path too. So it's like the focus on really like nailing down your path, like really putting in like a trajectory, a plan, like day 1 you do this, day 2 this, day 3, like really setting forth a rigorous and strict plan. There's something in that it's like even that focus is, there's something about that focus that is, I don't know, it's not that it's like it doesn't feel like it's hindering you or anything. It's just, it's like you're not noticing other stuff. It's like you're not because you're so fixated, right, on that plan, creating that plan of yours, you're not noticing that the sea turtle here has come in and is coming to pick you up. It's like you're not noticing the okay, well, with the Hierophant, oh my God, and you have, oh, this is so cool. You actually pulled the Hierophant as your underlining energy. So it's like the universal orchestration, right? That moment where you look up and you see a shooting star, it's that type of universal orchestration. It's like because you're so fixated on this path and planning it out and making sure all your ducks are in a row, making sure all these, like, I mean, these all these little flowers, right, are in a row. It's You're not noticing that it's literally landing in your lap, just like this harpy eagle, just like this confirmation. It's like it's it's like not shielding, but kind of clouding your vision, right, of the synchronicities and the confirmation that you could be seeing outside of this plan that actually might be like redirecting you in a different way, or not redirecting but directing you in a different way. You're looking at it very analytically, like a stepwise program, and it's almost like it's clouding your vision from seeing the synchronicities, the confirmations that you're looking for to like confirm this plan. But it's like the confirmations are, they're trying to show you something else. They're trying to show you that you are being carried. That's what it is. It's like this confirmation for you, the Hierophant, is trying to show you the Six of Swords, is that you are being carried, right, by the sea turtle, by this boat, right, into a new space. It's like you didn't even notice that you got on the ride because you're so focused on whatever you were in. That's funny. Whatever you've been like in your head about, you've been so focused on that you didn't even realize that you were being carried. You're being carried. You're being carried along your path. It's coming through as like a confirmation of that, like it's kind of like you don't need to plan your path because you're already on your path. That type of thing. It's like you're already moving forward. It's what I'm seeing now is like a is that a conveyor belt? It's not a conveyor belt. It's like the, what do they call those? Like the moving sidewalks. It's like all you have to do is just stand still. That's what this was. It's like I'm seeing you standing still in the earth, or the sea turtle like moving underneath your feet, and then it's like all you have to do is just stand there. Just stand still and you're going to be carried along your path. But if you're like so focused on where the path is taking you, you know, where your future lies, that's interesting because I read cards. Where your future lies, it's like you're not seeing the confirmations, the magic. You're not seeing the magic of like where you are at currently. And so where you are, or at least where you're being moved into, is this lover's energy. So do you see this? Oh my gosh, see, he is being moved. You, Aries, are being moved around, right? And you're not seeing some type of, it could be a connection, right? Or that confirmation. It could be a connection. It could be a lover's connection or some type of relationship, especially because we're starting the reading off with the Six of Cups. this is looking like a very it's a really sweet connection. It's a very innocent and playful connection. Could be like between two friends. This is like a very friendship. It's a friendship. It's a friendship. Some type of friendship or collaboration, because we have the Six of Wands here, which was talking about you getting on a ride. Okay. This is interesting. Okay, so we were talking about them coming and picking you up. It looks like you're so like in your head about some type of plan that you're doing. It's like your friend is coming to pick you up, right? And you're still so focused on that you're not realizing like who's in the driver's seat. Like you're not realizing the connection that you have with someone who's in the driver's seat, right? Because they're looking at you. That's interesting, because I'm seeing this as like, you know, the person standing outside this frame looking at you. They're looking at you. That's interesting, but you can't see them. So that's what this is. There's kind of like a call. There's a call for you to see where you are right now. Look at where you are right now. Kind of be really, because you are in a state where you're looking for the next thing. You're looking out to the horizon. You're looking for the next confirmation. You're looking for the next like opportunity or thing to land in your lap, something that you can kind of project yourself forward into successfully. But there's not much focus on the present moment. There is some focus on the past, you know, trying to maybe not repeat that. This Hierophant is coming in with some sort of synchronicity or confirmation for you that is going to, they're wanting to put you in the present moment. And the present moment is this Lovers. Is this like Lovers and kind of Six of Cups, really lovely, like it's like frolicking in the fields type of thing. It's like just being like little kids together and enjoying life. It's like it's really signifying being in the present moment. Yeah. And it's like once that mental shift, right? The Six of Swords talks about once that mental shift happens for you, it's like you're moving, you move forward, because we have here the 4, and then the Hierophant is the 5, and then you have the 6. So it's like, and then you have progression. That's really cool. It's like the more that the message that's coming through is the more that you focus on the present moment, the more progression you're going to have towards this destination, your end goal, what you see as your most successful and climactic like point in your timeline. It's like you don't need it's saying like to not focus on this. It's saying to kind of shift your gaze from such a prominent future focus, because you're being carried there anyways. But if your focus is so future focused, right? If you're living in the future, then you're not seeing the beauty in everything around you presently. All right, Aries, that was a good one. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time, Aries. Bye.